On the 26th of December 2004, Sri Lanka, along with a number of Asian countries, found its coastlines being rocked by the Boxing Day tsunami. In the wake of this tsunami, the island experienced destruction like never before. But out of this destruction, like a phoenix rising out of the ashes, there is a story of goodness that spreads its wings far around the island of Sri Lanka. What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are here in Hikkadua, Seenigama, and I'm going to tell you the story of the Foundation of Goodness. Every year, we make it a point to give back to our communities by using the platform that we have built with the help of you guys, our audience. And while we do believe that giving back monetarily is extremely important, we also want to utilize this platform to share the amazing success stories of places like the Foundation of Goodness and hopefully inspire those of you who want to do more to take action as well. The Foundation of Goodness is the brainchild of a gentleman that was born and raised right here in the south, Kushil Gunasekera, and Seenigama is his hometown. And he happened to be here on the very day that the waves came in and destroyed his entire village. And if you see around here, this is his home, his ancestral home. And you can see the watermarks of just how high the water rose up to on this property. It completely destroyed this property. We hear about the many feet tall waves that came into the land. We hear about how everything was destroyed. But it is when I stand here in this property and see this watermark rising very well above my head that I realized just how much water came in and just the gravity and the destruction that ensued following the waves that came in. So Kushil actually had started the Foundation of Goodness 4 years prior to the waves coming in, and it was then at this point that he decided to mobilize the Foundation of Goodness to use the funds and the volunteers that were coming in to really facilitate the help that was needed. So we are with the founder of the Foundation of Goodness, Kushil Gunasekera. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. You are doing a phenomenal job here. I know I've told you this multiple times before. If you were to explain what the Foundation of Goodness is in a very concise way to someone who is seeing it today for the first time, how would you say, what has it become?
Yeah, I mean, the aim or the objective was to bridge this gap that exists so widely, and the disparity is huge.
Yeah.
The urban and the rural sectors.
Yeah.
So the rural sectors, despite the talent, the potential, all of that skill set and, however smart they were,
yeah,
they didn't get that opportunity.
Yes.
I keep repeating this all the time.
Yeah.
But the urban
yeah,
sector had those privileges.
Yes.
I knew that if we give all of these facilities, that they would, climb the ladder of success. So, but I had no idea how it would unfold or unleash. But it came from a very tragic background, that I must say, and also respectfully remember in gratitude all those who sacrificed their lives, something that we cannot erase from our memory. Because I've seen when I was here and, going away from the tsunami after a while, so many people, horrific scenes with, people, floating around in front of me and, around me and all of that. So it is also a tribute to them in a way, Sheneller, that we've been able to put all these facilities, although they sacrificed their lives. I think that brought, a significant outcome for, children in villages to excel and prosper greatly.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that so many, seeing the way it is managed, I think, everyone started to, work with us, and the feedback they got, the qualitative standards we had, the systems we adopted,
yeah,
the way in which it was managed to give that kind of feedback, surpassing own expectations.
From its inception in 1999, the Foundation of Goodness has raised over $22 million through charitable fundraising from all corners of the globe. What began as an initiative to support a community in the wake of a disaster has today transformed into being one of the largest local not-for-profit organizations that are empowering disadvantaged rural communities across the island. Today we're going to join a tour of the facility with Kushil himself. The Foundation of Goodness has centers all across the island, with this one in Seenigama being their flagship center. Within the centers, they have a number of sectors that are focused on providing specialized skills to the communities and in turn enriching and enhancing their lives. So here in the Seenigama Center we have the business skills and language training sector as well as the IT sector, among many others. So behind me we have the computer training sector. Now here you have a number of courses that are available to anyone in the vicinity to come join, learn and upskill themselves. And what I really enjoy about this is the principality of it, where you are not only giving them something for the day but teaching them something that's going to enable them to really take care of themselves in the future. That is the kind of charity that I believe that people really need. So I'm really excited about things like this. In fact, if you've seen some of our other videos, you may have seen that some of these very girls and boys who have joined this class, this sector, have gone on to work for international organizations through the BPM sector and the BPO sector here in Sri Lanka, which is absolutely phenomenal. The skills and the knowledge and the potential that is available in these areas, in these rural areas in Sri Lanka, is phenomenal and are just waiting to be tapped in. And I'm so excited that centers like this are allowing those skills to be tapped. We're now at the Women's Empowerment Center, and this place also offers a number of courses for all the ladies in the vicinity, in the village area, who want to come and learn a new skill. And the beauty of it is that every single course here is absolutely free for all of them. They go from beauty, such as hair and makeup, to sewing, pattern making, curtain making, even to bag making, as well as cooking, food processing and baking. And these are very monetizable skills within this area. They've had students that have gone out and joined bakeries, started their own cake making companies and even bag making companies, which is what you see behind me. Is that bags that these ladies are showing here right now are bags that they have made themselves. They're very high quality and I'm really impressed with them. And they are actually fulfilling an order for the Foundation of Goodness for a back-to-school pack that the foundation is organizing for the new upcoming school year for students. And I'm very excited because this is something that you can get involved in with helping as well. So make sure you stay until the end of the video for more information on that. So now we're at a Christmas party that has been organized for the special needs kids as well as the preschoolers, and this has been courtesy of a donor from the US who has sponsored this party. So there's lots of yummy food for the kids and they've also got some amazing gifts, and this party is also a treat for the staff as well. Honestly, being here has put a really big smile on my face already because it's so nice to see how much fun the kids are having. They're running around playing and they're dressed up like in some of their finest clothes and all in red, nice shoes, and they're so excited. And it's also nice to see that the staff are having an amazing time putting this together for them. Like when I speak to them, I can see the smiles on their face. They're sweating, they're tired, but they're happy to be doing it. The Foundation of Goodness operates a number of preschools around the island which are free of charge and offer a variety of services for the lesser privileged. It is a wonderful initiative that you too can be a part of, so click the link below to find out more. So we're now with Thanuja Vijaysinha, who is the director of the Center of Excellence, which is actually the flagship center of the Foundation of Goodness here in Seenigama. So Thanuja, if someone wants to donate, how is the best way to go about doing that? And is there a way, is it to donate as a whole to the Foundation of Goodness, or can they choose things that they are passionate about to donate?
Either. Some people, when they want to donate, they specify what they want to do.
Yeah.
We had great people who wanted to help the stray animals.
Yes.
So they will say we want to help the stray animals. But some people, they say we want to donate something that you can use it for any purpose. So then If in case there are people who really want some health care things, so then we inform them. We have people like this requesting whether it's all right for you to, it's all right for us to use that money for this. So then with consent, we use.
Oh, is that so? So you will message them and say, hey, this is how we plan on using your funds. Are you okay with it? Oh, that's wonderful.
So we actually, that's a transparency. It's just like we have a very good rapport between the donor and us. Like we keep on requesting, and then we keep them informed what we have in our baskets.
Even if it's like a small donor.
Very small donor, even that it's donation is the whole goal. Like it's not the amount, the thought. So that's what always our founder says, the thought of it.
I was just imagining in terms of the administrative process, because I imagine there are like donors that are large, a smaller quantity than people like to donate in small amounts as well. So I imagine there might be a lot of them. So I imagine there's a lot of admin work going into.
It is so much of admin work goes because our way of doing is something different. Keeping the transparency, keeping transparency got a lot of work. Reports, because it's not one person doing, it's chain of people doing that. So but we have very within 24 hours we keep both parties informed and keep going. So
and that's your principle,
that's
right?
our principle. That's our principle, because that's the frame. Flexibility inside is there, but there's a frame. So that frame is laid by Kushil. So it's that's why we are walking forward even with all these difficulties.
Yes, absolutely. Today is a special day here at the Foundation of Goodness, and that is because they are celebrating the elders' home today. So all the elders have got together. There is a donor giving goods, bags of rations to them as well. But it's a day of fun-filled activities as everyone in the foundation has got together. The young kids, the older teen kids, as well as the special needs kids, and even the older people themselves. They've all got together and they're all doing a talent show, or singing or dancing or playing an instrument, and it's a really wonderful, fun-filled environment here today. We're at the Sports Academy, which is a part of the Foundation of Goodness, and it's found very close to the Center of Excellence here in Seenigama. And what I really enjoy about so many of the activities that the Foundation of Goodness does is that they're not just about covering the breadth of everything. Everything that they do has a lot of depth. Now here at the Sports Academy, yes, they do have over 9 sports here, including cricket, swimming, table tennis, just to name a few, but there's depth that has gone into each of these sports. Today is their swimming meet, the Mr. and Mrs. Gunasekera swimming meet in memory and honor of Kushil's parents. And it's so nice to see all the kids have come together. They're each of their houses, they've done the artwork, they're so excited, the parents are cheering them on. And as I speak to the coaches and the trainers, what I understand is that they take these kids and make sure that their nutrition is in order from the time that they're very young. They talk to the parents and teach them about what they should be eating accordingly, and as well as not just their physical fitness and nutrition, but also their mental fitness as well. They have a goal and they're training everybody with the goal of creating Olympians for 2028, and the potential is definitely here. The skill is definitely here, and this is just one place out of the many areas, the rural areas in Sri Lanka, that have potential athletes that could be Olympians. They just need the right attention, the right facilities, and the right training and right coaches. So that is what the Sports Academy is actually providing here through the Foundation of Goodness, and I find that very inspiring. And as a testament to creating Olympians, I mean, you don't have to look very far. Out of this very Sports Academy have been created national level cricketers, and cricket is a big deal here in Sri Lanka. So we can see that the work being done here is just phenomenal, and I can't wait to see the results of the good work that's being done. We have with us Ravi Veerasurya, who is a donor but also a coach, and you spend a lot of time training the boys when you are down, which is right now at the moment.
Yeah.
So Ravi, can you tell us a little bit about what kind of talent, I mean, you've experienced a lot in your time as a coach. What is the kind of talent that you have found here?
Okay, so when you look for natural talent and skills in cricket, I think whole of Sri Lanka is amazingly good, but these boys, they around the region, I have seen cricketers in a different circumstance, like in a different environment, they will go all the way. Unfortunately, it's difficult to play cricket, the financial aspect of it, equipment and so on. Try to do whenever I'm here, which is kind of 6-7 times a year. I come on a weekend and do a little bit of talent spotting and then giving Kushil the tips, etc. So then he can hopefully, either bring these kids to Colombo. That's the sad reality. So, they have to play for a recognized school,
Right.
To get ahead.
Right.
So we're kind of doing that. But ideally, as I was saying to you before, ideally these kids would prefer to stay here, play cricket at the highest level with the opposition from Colombo schools.
Yes.
And the women's cricket is, I think the current Sri Lanka women's team, there's 2, maybe 3 girls who did all their cricket here. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're playing for the national team. And so the talent is in abundance here.
Whilst talent can be found in abundance all around the island, finding donors to empower these rural communities is not as abundant. This is where the Foundation of Goodness and Kushil have excelled, in our opinion. You have been very successful over the years in acquiring donations and building and giving out into the communities what you feel is what they really need the most, right? And for that, acquiring donations is one of the most important things. And this is where things tend to get a little grey in most aspects.
Absolutely.
But you have done a wonderful job, like you said, of going beyond expectations with donors. Can you just go over that a little bit on what you think is the way that you built on this efficiency?
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of philanthropy out there in the world. The issue here is whom to trust.
Yeah.
So when they take someone to trust, you have to perform in a manner that you service them like a company servicing a customer, right? So, and also this is just a charitable gifting. Yeah. So it's other people's money.
Yes.
So you have to make sure that you apply all the techniques that are in terms of gratitude and also acknowledgement, the fact that they cared to make things happen. So you have to go back and give them the equations, the scenarios of what we have done with their money.
Yeah.
That's one part.
Yeah.
But constantly reporting, I'll give you a very good example.
Yeah.
When Brian Adams, gifted the swimming pool.
Yes.
And I think we went beyond his, expectations after gifting.
Yes.
And we were able to also stretch his funding into a kiddies pool that we didn't promise. So we under-promised and over-delivered. And then we also had the good fortune of still having some money to buy the next door land. And then we put up volleyball, netball nets and the outdoor cricket nets. So he was absolutely shocked.
That's all with his funding
All with
for
his
one
funding.
pool.
Yeah, because they themselves were not sure whether we could do a 25-meter 6-lane pool with 75,000 pounds.
Yeah.
But we did all that,
Yes.
exceeded their expectations, and that actually triggered in them to sponsor the pool for a further year.
Yeah.
And come the 10th Tsunami anniversary, without even asking, they sent us 10,000 pounds to refurbish the pool. So it is about, again, management. It's about applying principles ethically. How would you feel if I was a donor and I gave the donation to somebody in empathy and in compassionate grounds? What would I expect from them? Some give it unconditionally, some don't expect, but when you give that feedback, they trigger, to give more.
Yes.
And one other thing is that if you service one donor in a way that he expected it to be done professionally, he would speak to someone else, and that
Yes.
word of mouth is very powerful.
Yes.
You know, it's very, very dauntingly, you know, supportive in terms of, you know, giving it and spreading it, and people are looking out for places to give that can be trusted. So I think that makes it the difference.
If you'd like to listen to the full interviews with everyone we spoke to over the few days we spent here exploring the foundation of goodness, do subscribe to the channel This is Sri Lanka for the full uncut version. And what a day it has been going around the foundation of goodness and learning about all the amazing ways in which they are helping the communities around them and around the island. But actually this is the part of the video that I have been waiting to share with you. We have had a truly amazing, blessed year. We've had so many wonderful opportunities come our way. We have grown together as a community, and I am so thankful and grateful for all of you that are here. And we really want to give back and share some of these wonderful opportunities or blessings that we have received along the way. And so I'm excited to let you all know that next year, the Foundation of Goodness is going to be giving an essential school supplies pack out to all the kids that we can raise funds for who are going back to school next year. So this is a really amazing initiative because it really breaks those barriers for some of these kids that find it difficult to get in through the door to schools simply because they can't afford a pair of shoes or something as simple as a uniform or a backpack or school supplies like pencils and pencil cases. You know, for some of us these may seem like very simple things to acquire. We may not even be grateful for the times that our parents have gone out of their way to put these things in our school bags and send us to school. But now as an adult, I look back and I think about how grateful I am. And I want to be able to share this gratitude and share the blessings that we have had with these communities. So the Essential School Supplies Pack will be given to so many kids all around the island, wherever the centers are, wherever they can reach them. They cost about $18 per piece, and that's how much it will cost you to get one kid through the school doors next year. So I'm very excited to announce that you guys can also get involved in this because we will be matching your donations one for one up to 200 packs, and I'm really excited. I'm excited to see how much we can all pull together and give back to this community. And I know there's so many of you who ask me always about donations, and we are always a bit reluctant because we want to be responsible with the funds that are coming in. And so we've decided that the Foundation of Goodness, because of its transparency, because of the way that they handle their funds so efficiently, is going to be the place that we're going to do this with. So if you are interested in coming on board and getting these kids to start school the right way next year, click the link below. All the information is there if you want to donate for the backpacks. If you do want to give a larger donation to the Foundation of Goodness, there are also links and information for that in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. Thank you for all of your support and all of your encouragement and just being a part of this journey with us. Thank you for growing with us. We feel endless gratitude towards all of you. I hope you can feel my gratitude that I am sending your way. I really mean it. We feel very blessed to be sharing this journey with you guys, and we hope to continue and go a very long journey from here as well. That's it for this one. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.